Hello, I'm on Wheat, and this is part 4 of Alicemare. Where did we leave off last time? We got through all the children's dreams, and there was a amount of weirdness going on there. And then we got out of the dream world, but maybe not, because we're in the dream world for the teacher, I think. Right, we got back into the real world. We talked to the teacher, and then we went into the teacher's cupboard, which is all kinds of weird. Going into cupboards to go into dreams. This does do a really nice job of just blending all the different stories from when we were kids. Um, and where we are going to pick up is we were partially through the teacher's dream, and we were on a murder case or something. So, on that note, let's begin. Right. So, okay, so this person who's deaf, and these people all had something different to say about it. Okay, nah, that's his homework because he likes hard work and stuff. Okay, so how do we solve it? Okay. All these are a variety of books. Hmm. Can't figure out. Calm down, calm down. Yeah, was a really great guy. I don't care about that guy. Okay. Are we gonna have to go looking for someone who can speak sign language? Huh. Cold. Well, the mutrous cat probably isn't going to be much help. Nobody in here. Is it a sign language book? Huh. Right. This is where teacher asked us what day of the week we were born on. These are all just a variety of books. I see. With a paper and pen, I guess we can write things to each other. Didn't I say that last? Mm. Oh, what is it? A pen? Sure, I don't need it anymore. I don't have any paper. One of my sisters might. Ah, what to do? Let's get the paper from somewhere else. Who had the paper? Let's play again sometime. What is it? I'm busy. Could you please not bother me? Fine. Shadow person. Paper? Yes, certainly. I just have this writing paper. Oh my, it's you. I'm looking forward to your book being completed, you know. This again. Oh well, thank you very much. So we've got pen and paper now. And now we can go to deaf person. Wow. I'm doing finger quotes, deaf person. Hold on. Do you know anything about what's going on? This isn't the language they speak here. I'll be fine. You only know the one language, right? Yes, I haven't taught you. It's too soon for you children to do that kind of study. I'll give it a shot. Give me some time. 4 hours later. Alright, here we go. There was a detective who talked to each person here. But suddenly the lights went out, and his throat was slit. Seems he had poor hearing. Before he died, there were 5 people in the room. The same ones here now. We'll call them A, B, C, D, and E. They were asked what they were doing before the murder. A. Was doing some reading here, then it suddenly went dark and I dozed off. I didn't know he was dead until I woke. B. He was murdered. Really? He wasn't a bad guy, though. To stab him with a knife like that. C. I want to play outside. I was just here for some tools. I don't know anything about him. D. Calm down. I can't believe he was dragged here. Those footprints were big, so it must have been a man. E. Yeah, I was here, but I left right away. He wasn't even here then. I know the answer, but you have to answer it. It has to be someone else who interferes with the heart. There are 2 culprits. Good luck. What? If it's talking about interfering with the heart, that means it's going to be 3 questions. So... he was dead when I got here. I'm so scared. I didn't care about that guy. I'm more concerned with not being able to play outside until all this settled. Calm down, calm down. Him? Yeah, he was a great guy. Really. I was telling him I'd go visit him tomorrow, but it seems like he was troubled. Can I look at the sheet of paper again? Of course I can't. I was doing some reading here, then it suddenly went dark and I dozed off. I didn't know he was dead until I woke. He was murdered? Really? He wasn't a bad guy, though, to stab him with a knife like that. I want to play outside. I was just here for the tools. I don't know anything about him. D, calm down. I can't believe he was dragged here. Those footprints are big, so it must have been a man. Yeah, I was here, but I left right away. He wasn't even here then. Got it? Write the 2 culprits on this paper. That should do. Right, I explained it, and he seems to understand. It should be fine now. Killing a person. What an awful thing to do. Let's go. I got it right? Hooray for pattern-based guessing. Are you going? Why am I giving a choice? Is there something else to do then? Give me a choice to continue. No, it's nothing. I just feel a little odd. I might not want to get too close to that. I'm saved. Touch. Oh. Huh. We got someone different here. Just noticed? Haha, what an odd boy. Very odd. I'm a bit lost. Would you mind guiding me? It's fine. You should be able to see the way. I can't see too well. Me? I'm Fiona. I think that was it. You, yes. You smell like tears. I'll call you Crybaby. No, I have no soul anymore. Just teeny tiny, little teeny shards. It's his fault. All of it. Even the fact I won't be reborn. Yes. Yes, indeed. He's always been that way. Letting his hair grow long. I'm sure he learned how to cut it a long time ago. Honestly, it's so wimpy of him to be unable to forget. He needs to break things off. He's not going to get anywhere dragging around all that weight. Not even knowing that, for all his smarts. It pisses me off. He's an idiot, he is. Stupid moron. Ugh. What? No, I'm not heavy. Sure, I did eat a lot, but I kept things under control. Let's go, come on. Such strange one-sided conversations. Well, we've got blood marks there. A burgundy storybook. There was a little house deep in the woods. In this little house lived a mother, a father, and a girl. Their lives were very needy, but the mother and father were kind, and the girl could put up with hunger. It happened very suddenly. Her mother, as if a changed person, began treating her daughter coldly. As soon as her father went out, her mother dragged the girl out into the woods and told her this. There's no more food for you. You can't come back home. The woods were dark, and she didn't know her way back. The girl closed her eyes and thought, why? Is it because I was weak? That's why there's no food for me? As she mumbled to herself, a lone boy talked to the girl. I'll be strong so you can be weak. The girl was terribly surprised, and she said, yes, that's right, before falling asleep. The girl renounced having to face up to herself. So that's a more external viewpoint to the first girl. Vermilion storybook, read it. There was a white house near a flower garden. In this white house lived a mother, a father, and a girl. The father rarely came home to the house. The mother was old and frail. so the girl did various tasks in her stead. One day on an errand, the girl broke a promise with her mother and picked flowers in the garden. The girl went to her grandmother's house with a kind person she met there. After the girl fetched some medicine, she returned to her grandmother's room to find that she'd been eaten by a wolf. The girl was terribly scared and could not move from the spot. Then the wolf drew near her. The moment the wolf reached for the girl, the wolf was cut in twain. Behind the wolf stood her father, wielding an axe. The girl trembled at the sight of the slaughtered wolf and her red-stained father. Afterward, the girl ran all the way back home and locked herself in her room. There was the voice of her father. There was the voice of the girl, too. Father killed a person, but isn't it me who's most to blame? Was that father? Was it a person? The more she thought about it, the more the scene was jumbled in her head, so she decided not to think about it. The girl renounced having to acknowledge anything. Huh. Turquoise storybook. Oh, I'm just guessing that I'm supposed to go through the paths with the blood. Or splotches or stains or whatever, because that's what's been going on most of the game. There was a large house in a large city. In this large house lived a mother, a father, a boy, the boy's brother and sister, and many other people. The boy had many things forced upon him, and he grew tired of it all. He found fun in sneaking out of his large house to adventure outside, then telling his mother of his escapades. Many of the stories were lies, but his mother was delighted at them and patted him on the head. One day lightning struck, and his father's castle was ruined. The castle crumbled. There was no money left, and the last time the boy saw his father, he was floating in midair. The boy informed his mother, but his mother said this: "What are you saying at a time like this? We're all very exhausted right now. Don't tell me such lies again." The boy tried to lead his mother to father again and again, but she let go of his hand every time. After some time, the boy's brother and sister led their mother towards where father was. "When I say it, you say it's a lie. Why? Is it because they have something and I have nothing? Did you know they were all lies before? Is it okay if you don't know they're lies?" The boy renounced having to improve himself. Yeah, these are more external viewpoints of the storybook scraps. A black storybook. There was a little town deep in the woods. In this little town there lived many people. They all lived healthy lives without sickness. But it struck suddenly one stormy night. A curse was laid on the forest. Many victims of the curse died every day. But a single girl did not fall victim to the curse. Many people felt pity for the girl, who had lost her family to the curse, and invited her to their homes. Yet the curse came once more, and the girl lost another family. After losing a fifth family, she met a person in a church who offered her an apple. "This apple carries the curse of death. With this you can go to heaven with the rest of them." But the girl refused, and that person too died of the curse. The girl deeply regretted not eating that poison apple. Soon the girl began to harbor a hatred for the living. The girl renounced having any attachment to life. Huh. This smell. There are books here. Then maybe this is that library we used to go to. We loved it. All gone now, though. What a useless kid. Do you see a white notebook anywhere? If you do, tell me. What is it? Huh. Is that what you heard? Yes, if it were a dream, that wouldn't hurt your heart so. Maybe this place is more like what you'd call heaven or hell. There must there must be a simple reason why you've come here. Perhaps because you've lost XXXX. Cat? You mean the one with the smarmy laugh? I wonder if he's the one I know. What? Did you believe everything that cat said? The words of a demon who treats people's sorrows as his feasts? How could you believe something you've never seen or experienced? Maybe you can believe because you have no clue. Ha! How strange. Liars are everywhere. The world can hardly contain them all. And gullible people, also everywhere. But it's only the gullible ones who get hurt. Maybe God's just a sadist. Just kidding. I love the smell of books. Come on. No. Back to checking everything. Variety, 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 variety. Is there anything on the back? Oh no. Oh no. I wish it would just move like one square at a time. I have a feeling I don't need to check the backs, but oh, the white notebook. It wasn't in those shelves. Found it? Good. Will you show it to me? Yes, it's blank. It's always been blank, ever since then. No, it's okay. I just wanted to check. A newspaper is stuck in here. Age 34 and age 32, living in town, were break-in and murder. The criminal has been, but the couple's son, outside when the incident occurred, claimed that the shock upon returning home, memories. Furthermore, the criminal, a cat, suddenly appeared. What's wrong? You're shaking. No, don't say a word. I know it's something you don't want to know. There. That's my magic good luck charm. Huh. There's a book titled Name Encyclopedia. Let me see that. Wow, it's bulky. So many names. Ha, interesting. Apparently my name means bright. My teacher gave it to me. I don't have parents. They must have abandoned me. I don't have many early memories. I asked the director for most of it. But it's fine. The beginning was so unhappy that I was happy every day. Ah, his name means recipient of XXXX, I believe. Yet he was very, very afraid to receive it. He knows XXXX. He was certainly XXXX-ed. By me, our teacher, the director, his new friend, absolutely. But he didn't realize that it was XXXX. So he thought he never got it. Saying he never knew it is just an excuse. You know, XXXX is all around us. Look, there's XXXX here, and XXXX over there. Even talking to you now is a show of my XXXX for you, crybaby. When you realize that, that's when you can have XXXX for yourself. And if you don't notice, then it's no different from a pebble. Variety, variety. What is it? A photo? A woman? How long's her hair? Color? Is she young? You sure are kind for answering all of those. That's our teacher. Beautiful, isn't she? She said she always wanted children, and even found a fiancé. She also said she was already thinking up a name. I think it was... right, Chelsea. Oh. Looks like we're here. It's the sky. A sky of souls. This is where they're reborn. Both eaten souls and souls that lose their power can be reborn. But I'm too weighed down to fly, so I can't. Yes, some choose to keep going even when they're nothing but a soul. A fantastic power can be turned into an equally awful power. But don't you think it's better to be reborn than to cling to one thing? You know it's impossible to get a crumpled paper back to being creaseless? It's no good for me. I've lost my soul, and my sparkle. To think that he's family, my only connection. Well, but I'm shameful myself. You should grow to be people who can break away. Renouncing facing oneself, renouncing acknowledgement, renouncing improving oneself, renouncing attachment to life. And he renounced taking notice of anything around him. What you're about to see is the fate of a person who ends up that way. It's all right, even if you feel you're as unhappy as can be now. There's lots of happiness to be had. You're still children, yes? Not adults yet. Yes, so you always need to be looking ahead. There's no point in looking behind. It's all up to you in the end. I hope we can meet again. Good night, crybaby. Hey. Hey. Are you okay? You've been spacing out. Well, as long as you're all right, hurry up and open that door. Whoa. That was... Ooh. That was good. Oh, that was good. I just went all the way over to that room just to start the furthest away and go back. It's the only room that we hadn't done anything in yet. Oh, that was good. And it was a shovel. Alright. Let's go ahead and save. Are you going? Yes. Okay, we are... What is this? This looks like it's a bed. CV buy time. There's a novel here. Strange book, isn't it? But lots of people have read it. I wrote it, but the name is my friend's. Yes, I hate it. I know I've told you that again and again. The name itself is great. My teacher gave it to me. But I hate myself so much for not living up to the name. It's blotted out and unreadable. This is where we part. This is my world. This door leads to my current world. It's very tiny and still restricted. It's open. Why did it come to this? You're smart, so perhaps you know. If you know the answer, tell me, Alan. Obtained a shard of XXXX. Huh. Mother, Father, I have to go. There's a diary. Read. I bought a house, but it was formerly a faculty facility. It's much too big for me. I can see myself getting lost easily. I'm indebted to Cliff once again. I should really thank him later. Today I met a girl. A few days ago she was found near a house that burned down, and seems to be the daughter. She insists there's someone other than her. She seems to have another personality, so I gave her double the furniture and such. I wasn't sure what to do, but at any rate, I found a research subject this way. She's now in my care. Oh. No symptoms at the moment. I met a second girl. I received a letter 3 days ago that had all the particulars. Perhaps because of what she's been through, she's much less cheery. She's reluctant to talk with me. She enjoyed talking with the other girl, albeit not for very long. It may be slow, but I'll try to get her talking with me. No symptoms at the moment. The third, I met a boy. I was surprised, but given his mother, I decided to take him in. He talks plenty, but he's illogical. He was a little awkward with the two girls, but they're playing together a few days later. Today he kept putting frogs on my head. He's a bit too mischievous. No symptoms at the moment. I met the fourth, a girl. She walked from a town in the woods. I talked with her, and she told me about a new mysterious illness. Evidently it wiped out her town. Did she have a resistance to it? I'm a little interested, but it's unrelated. She doesn't want to talk about it much. It's hard to talk with her. She doesn't talk with the others, just playing piano in her room. No symptoms at the moment. All the children have the potential to break out, but still no symptoms. But are there even symptoms? How did it go back then? I'm getting a headache. I'll stop for now. A few pages are ripped out. I met a fifth child. He was outside when the incident happened. They say the shock caused memory loss. At a glance, I was surprised. It's just a hunch, but he must be on the verge. I'll watch him very carefully. 2 seasons have passed since then. What have I been doing? I feel like my chest is burning. I see the scene in my mind again. This must mean, yes, very soon. It must be over soon. My head hurts. I'm sorry, Fiona. There's a scrap of paper in the back. Obtained a notebook scrap. When I came to, it was my usual world. She's still sleeping today. I XXXX'd lots of people, but I was never XXXX'd. Why is that? Should I have been XXXX'd more? But there's no bad people left. There's only good people around me. The cat says only bad people can XXXX. Which is right. I don't know. I don't know a thing. I just keep trying to XXXX people so I can be XXXX'd. Oh. We've got door unlock. Read. Victims of nightmare syndrome continue to increase. I'm glad they've found some good food, but they're up to something in our world to drag people into the world. Parents suddenly being violent to children, abandoning them, forsaking them. It must be the rabbit's power. The cat must be up to something too. What did he tell me back then? I only took one thing from you. Was it really only one? Can a person be so easily ruined by having one thing taken? Is the cat lying? I don't have a clue. There's no time. No time. No time. The door. Huh. Oh God. Okay, that's promising. They don't say anything. Alan, if you're here then... No, the cat can't be trusted. You really are proficient at breaking promises. It's quite troubling. That key, it looks sharp. Give that to teacher, would you? Right away. Now. I didn't save before this. Give him the key. Hide it behind your back. Hide it behind my back. Very well. This might hurt a little. I'm sorry. It doesn't even hurt. Now it can end. This awful dream. Yes, it's the end. Will you hear my story? This is my first time in the world. I've been here before. Nightmare syndrome. As an avid reader, I'm sure you've heard of it at least once. It's a disease that keeps one from waking and takes their soul. The cause is said to be unknown, but I believe it emerges in children whose hearts are in darkness. Have you noticed? I took in hurt children with nowhere to go, helped them, and let them live with me. But secretly I observed and studied them as children who might acquire the sickness. I must have upset you. I'm sorry. I want to destroy this world and these dreams, whatever it takes. I lost someone important to me right before my eyes in this world. Ever since then, I've thought of nothing else. It was my selfishness. So when you arrived, I was very surprised. Maybe because you reminded me of myself from back then. If I made you unhappy, I thought, you'd acquire it. But I couldn't do that. Soon, my door opened. I should have come alone. The rest of you were taken in as well, and the entrance grew bigger as a result. I tried various things, but nothing worked. Alan, though you opened the door, you did nothing wrong. It's all my fault. There. It's okay. This is my dream, my world. I hid too much of my weakness. Before I knew it, I was drowning in more than I could manage. So I have to end it. For her as well. I'm not very smart. She often told me so. I researched long, but I guess it was all for naught. Take this. Obtained a locket. I couldn't give you what you wanted most, because I was never given it. I don't even know what it's like. I'm sorry. If you have nothing, then you should make something. You have wonderful friends all around you. Just take it slow. You're smart, Alan, so you'll be fine. Right. I'm an adult, allegedly, so they won't eat me. I'll figure something out. There's a number for a man named Cliff on my desk. Say my name and he'll come help you. He's my one and only friend. He's very kind. You'll be fine. Please forget about me. Then no one will have to come here again. Good night, Alan. Obtained a notebook scrap. Why wasn't I XXXX'd? I thought I could XXXX then, but I simply wasn't able to do it, because I didn't know how to XXXX. What will I do now? I've lost everything. I have nothing. Oh, I'm so sleepy. XXXX me. Someone, please. XXXX me. Huh. Huh. Okay. I'm going to save. There's nothing more here. So we're going to save back at the beginning. And what are we going to do? Um, let's... Huh. No talking. No talking. Oh my. Doesn't talk. None of them talk. Can't even play the piano. Oh my. No response. Teacher. Good night, teacher. What? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I know there's more than one ending. I think I lucked out and I got one of the better ones. Wow. I think in this last episode that the story got explained fairly well. With the exception of XXXX, I think that's probably love. Wow. So there's a dream world that eats children. And one of the spirits there is the rabbit. And it's just too lazy or uninterested to intervene. And the other spirit is the cat, who's malicious and capricious and vengeful. And the teacher was the first person to suffer from dreams of it, but then teacher grew up and thought he'd left it behind, but then realized that he hadn't. And it tied into psychosis amongst the people around him, I think. That's what it seems to be. And then he made the leap to the children manifesting it, and so he started collecting these children to monitor them, to try to figure out what it was and if it is what broke him, what caused him not receive love, which his sister disagreed with. He did receive love, he was just too dumb to know it. Huh. Wow. I want to play through for the other endings, but I have a feeling I would have to keep a map of choices on a sheet of paper next to me. But this was really well done, and the music is really great. If you liked the game, please go out and buy it. It's still available on Steam. Show some love to the dev, to the art. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I did not think this was going to be this great. But all stories must come to an end, I suppose, and this series is coming to an end. So if you enjoyed your little romp through this with me, please consider leaving a like, even a subscribe. Comment down below. That'd be cool. If you enjoy these videos that I make, please consider visiting and subscribing to my YouTube channel or to my Ko-fi or to my Patreon. Thanks for coming along, and I guess we'll see you next time.